Hello, if you're new here, I'm just a guy blessed with feminine features and I have a story to tell. So, recently here on TikTok, I've been seeing most femboys explain or rather tell a story of what happened to them in high school. And I mean, I'm not new to any gay drama or scandals. I have a lot of highlights from high school, but I feel like this one particular story is what I'm going to share. So I'll just go straight to the point because I also don't have time. So it was on a Wednesday night after evening preps because our preps usually ended at around 11 p.m. and then we would retire for bed after taking tea from 9 to 9:30, I think. So we would take tea from, is it 9 and then 9:30 we'll go back to class till 11 and then now 11 we retire to bed. So this night I'm going back to my chamber. I'm so tired, I'm going to sleep. Then 20 minutes in, I feel someone tapping my feet. So I wake up, look at this person, it's this guy. I'm like, what do you want? What do you need? The guy is not talking. So we sat there looking at each other. I'm asking him again, what do you need? He's not talking. He's not communicating shit. He's just quiet. And then 3 minutes later, he starts whispering. I don't clearly get what he was saying. And then he takes my hand and puts it on his joystick. So I could feel it was very bricked. He was very bricked. I could feel it because my hands are on his. Yes. So and then I'm asking him again, what do you need? And he tells me that I need to help him ejaculate. He wants me to help him ejaculate. So I ask him again, where is this coming from? Why did you pick me? Why? And he says that someone told him that I've been having intimacy with men, and if I feel like I want to ejaculate and have a good time, I should look for you. Of course, I was very offended. And I told him, okay, let's go out and talk because you wouldn't know who is listening to your conversation at that time of the night. So we went out and we talked. And I don't know how he managed to convince me, but yes, I agreed. I agreed to help him ejaculate as long as there was no penetration. So we agreed. So we come back to my chamber and we start, doing those crazy things. Not realizing that he's going to leave me with a hickey on my neck. Yes. So that happened. And now the following morning, as we are preparing for the morning prep, my friend comes to me. Actually, he was my gay bestie in high school. Comes to me and tells me that I have a hickey on my neck. So I look in the mirror and I truly see that I have a very purplish scar. Actually, it is more of a bruise on my neck. And of course, I was scared. Not even shocked. I was scared. I was terrified. Because how am I going to walk around school with a hickey on my neck? Everyone would just know that I had intimacy with a boy. And that was trouble. And on top of it, I was a prefect. So I had to think fast of how I am going to get rid of this hickey on my neck. So, because we were going for preps, the first thought that I had in mind was to pull up my collars up to my chin, of which that didn't even work. I looked like a clown. You can imagine me looking like this. I looked like a clown, so I had to think of other ways. So I had to go to that prep. I couldn't miss it. And then after that, I went straight, this time when people are breaking 40, I went straight back into the dormitory and tried to see what I can do. But again, nothing worked because it was up here. It was very visible. It's purplish, very visible. And juu sikupata kenye ingenisaidia, I just decided to go into the comp lab. So I went into the comp lab and searched for how to get rid of a hickey, because I wanted to get rid of it instantly. And they're telling me, it will take 2 days, cold compress, I don't know, do what. So I was bored. I was desperate. I wanted to remove it. And then on the other hand, the guy that did it is happy. This is why men, again, they'll ruin your life, but they still enjoy theirs. Everything in their life is just continuing smoothly. Like this guy was okay. He was comfortable. He was going to class. He was reading. He was going for lunch, tea. But on the other hand, I'm struggling. I'm there with a keyboard, trying to Google on how I'll get rid of a hickey. So I just decided, you know what? I'm going to walk like that. I'm going to walk. And anyone who's going to ask me about my neck, I'll give them the story that will come up at that particular time. Because I was telling others, I got bruised, I was doing something. Oh, nilijigonga, nilijigwara, I fell in the bathroom. Like I had crazy stories, fabricated stories that I had to tell people whenever they asked me about my neck. Okay? So it was very hard for me to maneuver around. I did this for like 2 days and it disappeared. It started getting mild and milder and milder until it disappeared. So that is how I maneuvered around with a hickey on my neck in an all-boys school. And I thank God that the school that I went to, it wasn't that crazy. It was a good school, but I went through a lot. I'll be telling you more of that on my high school highlights in the next videos. Thank you for listening.